Welcome to Milk Outside a Bag of Milk. Outside a Bag of Milk. Despite the very peculiar title, I think this game is a little bit of a deep dive into, a psyche of depression, anxiety, and all that, not so fun stuff. But it has great reviews, so I guess let's dive in. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. Haha! That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure of that. I break into a run and dash towards the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers. But then I suddenly realize I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No. I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with some blinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk towards my room through a narrow corridor. I meet a familiar formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again? I stare questioningly in the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hand until my veins start bulging, and I just keep staring into the black cavities where the eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I promised so many times. Stay put. The moment it says that, I its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. I think I said that right. But then, oh god, whoops, something cutting. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My finger cramps and starts twitching frantically. I lose control of my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time, but why? Why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me, kill me. Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. I need. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. Wow. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I still need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face and now standing in front of the mirror with the toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time, the last minutes before I sleep, was my favorite time of the day. I love anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool. But the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. After finishing with my face, I usually reach for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately. Since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I'd do anything to stall just for a little bit more time. The smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press a little harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquor pours out. Filthy, filthy. Pill flies straight into the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. There's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill in the same blood red color. There's some letters printed out on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy, but it's not the type of sleep that I want. It's not like it at all. It's fake. No, I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half hour goes in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. Not to my mom, she'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. Hey. Hey. Hey, long time no see. Hasn't even been an hour, dummy. There you go, bullying me again. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you were too. That's not true. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now. Alright. I'll just stay silent until that medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. Hee. I can imagine how angry you are right now. What made you so happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? You remember yourself a couple hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Stop lying. Nuh-uh, I still don't understand. Whatever. Unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. She whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. Well, we'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, and then we'll decide what to do with you. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection. Try not to get distracted by the sneery looks the walls are giving me. Try not to drown in their giggling. But then, in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have even helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, square squared, a square, pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better. But my head is splitting apart now. Sorry for being rude. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. Fine, you can keep blaming yourself, but don't overdo it. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I'm sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Whatever it was your decision. Does it even matter? What do you think? I can't be sure about anything, and you don't take me seriously anyway. Then why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. You know what to do. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine to swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating in my memory. And yet my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood, in transparent coating traveling down my esophagus, scratching at soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you so much more than the pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. I lie on the floor and look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running into the metal pipes up there. I hear the crackling of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws in something below, waiting for me to lose focus. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. She's just talking to herself, right? What do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Even if that ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today. Can you stay silent, please? I need to get my thoughts in order. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand annoyed and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts. They're fireflies now. Start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sound of flapping wings coming from the ceiling makes me start to lose my patience. Enough! I hate you! I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job. Now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? No. A lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone, if you have a reason for that. You did have a reason, didn't you? You surely get better, believe me. And now start over. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. I changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. Forget about them and go to bed. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature, smaller fireflies to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me you will help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know better than anyone else. That's the thing, I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? I roll my sleeves up and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They're so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink milk? I wonder, if I tear out all of my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? I wonder, if I tear out all of my eyelashes one after another, all of my eyelashes one after another, if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another. What have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then... Here, drink some milk. No, no. First death. I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures for before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. My thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No, 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 and no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places, and that's it. Why? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't, and I won't. Alrighty then, so you need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch. Yeah! Oh my, oh my. I have an idea. Last time becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games that have moments when you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about those things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. And want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh yeah. I start panicking as soon as I get in multiple choice situations. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. You want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. And you don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I was tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. Nani? Look down. I look down after a moment. A small ball of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowie! Wowie! I carefully grab the firefly, it pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. Sorry, little guy, it's time to come home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up and circles around my head for a bit and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. Hee hee, it tickles. One down, let's look for the others. Yeah. Oh, I'm clicking. Not easy to get out of here, hee. Your unusual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take without trouble. Dosage and side effects? Yeah. I thought you know them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, is it? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing, it's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly after a moment. A firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in the business-like manner, it takes off in like a business-like flight and ends up entering my business-like ear. Hey. Let's continue searching. I look at the mountain of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. Hey, calm down. You've already fixed that. Yeah, because you ordered me to. Things could have been much worse. Yeah. I heave a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns, pills rain down from it along with them. A firefly, hooray! After circling above my head a couple of times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm. Upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. What are those? Ah, those? Those are photos, my best memories. But they're blank. I stared at them so intensely that I burned them with my eyes. Hehe. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks? Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. Hehe. What's funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly. This looks... Firefly that is looking straight at a giant fan. And I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is a cage it's locked in the cable. It's like an inmate if you think about it. It's so sad. Yeah. Let's continue searching. I look down my school bag, worn down and silly. It's almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this. Totally not cool. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special. Mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there. I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright. What did you like most there? Well, the rooms were really bright. Not like at home. That's it? Let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled, gently absorbed in warm memories. Never graduated, though. Yeah, remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already far too old for the school's He told me that I'm already too old for the school's curriculum. I also realized that some time ago, the tests were way too easy. Got in the car, Mom came home, greeted me, said, "Fuck you." And what happened then? I don't remember. Does it even matter? Tell me about it again. Is your memory that bad? Please. Okay, fine. That day, Dad picked me up from school earlier, explained to me that I needed to grow up. Not like I could completely grasp what he meant. Either way, I didn't resist. We got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner together and went to our separate rooms. Satisfied? Tell me about it again. Dad dragged me out of the school building while I was scratching and biting. Teachers didn't interfere. That seemed ordinary for them. Who knows what the little brat has done. Then he pushed me into the car and we drove home in complete silence. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner together and went our separate rooms. Please, let's not discuss this further. No, you tell me again. Dad brought milk on the way home. Again. I hate milk so much. Mom was not home. Again. I hate Mom so much. What happened next? Suddenly I feel someone's eyes on my back, knowing these moments should never ever be ignored. I turn around, but there's nothing there. What happened next? Everything that happened next happened after something that led to everything that happened after what had happened. I look at my bag again, light pouring into the room through the window glints in the metal parts, and there's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture would collapse and I'll go blind. It has already happened, countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I've spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see the small insect is crawling towards me from my bag. It's barely glowing and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing the victory lap around the room, it flies towards me with a high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while and then goes silent. This one's kind of sad. I wonder why. Doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. Right, insects enjoy pollinating flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shelf and sniff around. Those leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know those plants are long dead, right? Not sure dead plant will be able to attract many insects. Well, we kinda don't have a choice here, you know? Still. You're right, let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw them out? Won't you listen to me at all? I look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2, then I raise them over my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Remember the exercise you've been taught? I think so. I take hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart? Wherever. I'll go with that. Countdown 5 minutes. Fine, you have a clock right in front of you, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first, I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction, and then they disappear altogether. And then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think. What a mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? My god, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No. Let's continue searching then. I look up towards the very high place under my ceiling. I can hear countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be there? Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts of cockroaches. Yes, but... They became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't just disappear like that. So they occupied this place. Do you understand now? I guess. I get closer to the waistband, look inside with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you here. I turn my eyes toward an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it, and a small towel hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Okay, let's look somewhere else. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet floor. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like, totally, and I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit, not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even for 1,000th of a percent, that's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh no, you don't. Then act normal. Tee-hee, this is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation of spending a minute or two inside. They want to dig deep into the couple of favorite items, so close to their eyes, and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Huh? I gently slapped my cheeks to return myself to senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside. Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary, they always cause insomnia, just like tonight. What? I said searching here is meaningless. I doubt it. All the compartments are locked. What if? I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining. I look at my laptop I haven't touched for years. It's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item, I fear it. Why? A long and boring story. Wonderful, tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I spent the whole days in front of the screen, games, drawing, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. I did 3D modeling. You had using hobbies. Yeah, I did. For entering the web. Imagine this, you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything comfortable for living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful, and here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. Fun. Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill, and I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the way. I think it's trying to say something. I can see it myself. Looks like a sight hood. Do you want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. If I stop glowing for a moment after that, then it starts glowing again if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about further course of reaction, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. Are you serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to the light? I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Only if they purposely want to lower their self-esteem. This is my sketchbook. Half its pages are blank, which means it's still good for a couple of years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't it obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? Well, maybe you can ask your mom to buy a new one. But what? Ask whom to even... Can you even form coherent sentences? I can't. Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy a notebook instead. Instead, so you want me to perform a string of actions? But you're also telling me to do one instead of another? And how would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. Man, you're a tough case. You lack empathy. Is that my fault? I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks, the laminate, chameleon, and then Windows reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look at it again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh, let's not go there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. Sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no. I shut my eyes. The distinctive sound of page turning echoes with headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped, even though its wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is opened on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look. If I wait a little longer. If I wait. Open your eyes. No. It's okay. Just do it. No way. I know you're lying. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Fine. I open my eyes with the utmost caution. The notebook still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. Pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know. Did you? You're the smart one here. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on the previous pages. No way. Everything that is past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly! The wind immediately stops for a moment. The world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings, but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. Firefly blinks and flies up and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spent some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Phew. Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. Oh, the umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder. It's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. I have such a blessing that I can do that without my help. Still, if Firefly wouldn't hide in a place like that, it would catch a cold and it being unable to fly. You don't want to check it? Why? I'm sure I won't find anything there. I want to check the thing. Let me check the thing. Let me check the thing. Huh. Doesn't seem like there's anything else I can really click. That doesn't seem to want to be clicked. I hope that's it. Found all the fireflies, amazing. I guess. Managed to gather my thoughts with something so worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something, then I'll find it. It's just going back to a starting point, no changes at all. It's zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much, it hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony, breathe some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright, let's stay here. Yeah, what are you going to do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside a bag of milk, and yet, you don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill? Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And then the day after tomorrow, and never ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I blurted out way too much today, a lot of stuff, and I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you. But was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite at my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something always worse will happen. Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. No, you! I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and I always look sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appear in the most unexpected of places. Bulging eyes with trembling, pale pupils. It was scary, you know? And one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And the silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well deserved, I guess. Felt like I was caught in the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me, and then I'm scared of them, and I can't even argue with them. But today, I'm too scared to tell me. Of course, they're still listening, you know. Use your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. And I was trying so hard here, don't you get it? They'll heal you. Relax, nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly, but it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley. An awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Oh fuck, he's creepy. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. And he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? This boy nods satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Treska. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's weird. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one. About what? You're obliged to escort me to the store. Treska says and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. Do you understand that refusal is futile? Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decides that. You think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko, and his name is Stupid. Are we going or what? You can go, I need to think. Oops. Teehee. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Treska puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Trisco was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. After reaching the store's doors, we were greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. Who had the bright idea to indicate the working hours this way? Ooh. They probably have special staff for this, someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. Ah. And what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but the scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Huh? Oh, yeah. After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realize that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions. Sure. Hey, wait up. Basically, lets go of my hand and walks confidently towards one of the few store customers. That person standing with the back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear neither the second part of his question or the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking at the customer straight in the eyes. I hurry towards them. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grabbed Triska's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner, Triska calms down. What was that? I got so scared, he said. What? No, not again. Suddenly, Triska starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though this is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who, me? Triska pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store staff hanging a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Triska at the cash register. For that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move. I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of the long queue that's formed after Triska and I squeeze through towards him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. In the waiting V. What? What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Triska starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son is okay, too. But, you heard me. You know what? Bit of rage, I throw the banknote at the cashier of much higher value than needed, and even counting in all the stupid fees. I grab the bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Triska. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right towards the gas station. There, Triska finally breaks the silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know. He turns away from the path and walks straight towards the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Triska's eyes. Milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. What could I have done differently? I don't know, did I say the right things? Is that the good ending? I mean, I got all the fireflies. I guess that's kind of the point of depression, though. It doesn't go away that easy. I'll look and see if there's more to this game. So it turns out there's probably some other endings to this game that I'm going to try to find. I mean, maybe we can find the true ending if there is one. Let's do that. So for this part, I clicked a little piece of paper that was next to the fan on the ground. And it's something I wasn't able to do before. And now I think I just need to collect the rest of the fireflies. Hello, thank you for choosing our pizzeria. You know this place is so empty. Now I don't feel particularly good or bad because of it. I'm all alone. At the same time, it feels like I'm not. There's a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. I'm sure I'll be able to fill the void around me if I try hard enough. Although, no matter how much I think, my surroundings don't change. Yes, things happen in my head, but they never left its premises. It's not like I tried to suppress them. Maybe they were afraid to come out. What kind of pizza would you like to order? Anyway, there's so much space in my head that could be put to good use. So every thought that would make senseless, a merciless circle in my head destined to go back to where it started. But there should be an end somewhere. You can't wander around forever. What do you think? I know it sounds scary, but it's not scarier than constantly existing among the void. This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either. So. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 3 pizzas for the price of 2. Yeah, there's probably nothing good having the same thoughts over and over. What's the point of having them anyway? I could have escaped from here, but I feel like my thoughts aren't helping me at all. They should be ashamed, probably. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. I would have had it easier with one. I tried to find it. It turned out to be a waste of time. No matter where I look, it's not looking good. Not intended. And that strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. We also have a discount program for new customers. You can learn more about it on our account page. Your account page. Don't you think that having me be here is a waste of time? What's the point in that? I can just keep on thinking, and even then my thoughts are meaningless and empty as everything else. Does it mean that I'm not filling the void, but I am part of it? Then why should I feel anything? Why should I know that I exist? Although I'm not even sure about that. This place is not... It's always neither warm nor cold. It's neutral. At the same time, if I think about warmth, I feel warm. Maybe this world corresponds to my thoughts. I wouldn't want to admit that I'm completely empty. I'm not the reason something disappeared. God damn it. Can't I just accept and get used to having nothing around me since I can't do anything about it? Are you ready to make your order? Yes, that's right. I shouldn't care. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone, but that's the same time it feels like I'm not. There are a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a world where whole world with them. This place is safe. Bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Me being here is a waste of time. I don't fill the void. I'm part of it. This strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. I shouldn't care. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. What's the point in having one? I feel like nobody is helping me. I should feel ashamed. I wouldn't want to admit it. I'm all alone here. I can't do anything about it. Please note that we have our special offer right now. 4 pizza for the price of 2. I don't care that this place is empty. Do you hear? I feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone. My head is full of thoughts that eclipse the world around me. This space is pretty cramped, but at least it's safe. Even though I'll never feel good here. Does that mean existing is a waste of time? I need to decide my thoughts. I need to decide, and my thoughts will help me. They lead me to the exit, and I'll be able to feel proud of myself. I'll be able to say to myself. At the same time, I don't really care anymore. This place is empty, but it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm alone, but my head is full of thoughts, a whole world, one might say. If I try hard enough, it'll be able to fill all the void around me. Still, no matter how much I keep thinking, my surroundings don't change. Yes, something happened outside my head, but what was it? There's not enough space for my thoughts. It's already filled with something else. Even if there's nothing around me, I'm still here. And my head is full of thoughts. I try hard enough. The world isn't empty after all. I can't see anything. Session timeout. Please reload the page. So is it always the same in the end? I don't know. Let's try to see the other endings. Ugh, another terrible morning. Ooh, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Oh, another terrible morning. Why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the other school will think. I wonder if you're okay. Here too much first day, cheer up, to find you after, hurry up, yes, Mom. Oh. Oh, another terrible morning. Good morning. You messed up. Missing something important there. I mean, I've had bad hair days, but Okay. I don't know if these are getting better or worse. Worse. Missing something there. There you go. I feel wonderful today. Can't wait for my first day at school. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. It was trippy. Less of a game, more of an experience. And where endings to go. One wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. The most important part, you have lots of neighbors here. The cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you are all the same, apart from the fact that they were born at that shop. You will ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. This time let's try to avoid the stupid hamster analogies. You know I'm not at fault here. So, a lot of friends online, tens, hundreds of them. Impossible to count. It is impossible though. I had exactly 317 of them. Although I guess no one counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. Hey, don't get distracted. Alright. From 317 friends, 68 were into gaming just like me. 130 of them liked drawing just like me. The other remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. And when I say equally, I don't mean 59 and a half friends on each side. Alright? You split numbers evenly, no problem. But math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? Get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all my friends die in the moment I turn off my laptop. But I still wasn't even a bit worried. Why? Do you know what a computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Not really. Why do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interests is my friend, and I don't even care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose, its mathematical formula. If you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web persons are just executable code. Hey, let me know if you need a break. One day someone appeared from that point on my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment I let him trick me. Hey, look. Huh? Suddenly a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it and it gets on top of my palm, blinking all the way. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself, but if only I knew what. It looks like a cipher. Don't you want to try to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. Firefly glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, coming back with senses. For some time it thinks the future course of action, flies up and dashes to my ear. Let's continue searching. What about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting you, I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget, then remind me with a code word, for example. What code word? I'll think of one later. For now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. Ha! Nope! Oh, I guess I have to. It worries me. Why not? At least something and not then find it. Just going to be 200, happiness, yada 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 yada! Too much it hurts you. Fresh air. Go to the balcony. Why? There's no way that somebody cares about you that much. Just for a couple of minutes, okay? My apartment building looks like a bottomless cooking pot, but instead of soot, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on its walls. There are lights in the windows. There are muffled voices coming from the inside, howling wind spirals and twists into hundreds of independent streams. It seems like it wants to be heard by every person living here. It must feel so lonely living in endless silence. Your apartment building is pretty weird, isn't it? I could see the horizon from my windows before. The building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around and closed on itself. Nothing unusual about that. How do you feel? I definitely feel sometimes that's more than enough. Still, you're anxious, aren't you? Of course, moreover, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious? You're looking in every direction, but not up. This? I've already told you, haven't I? About what? You know, the small stuff. Can small stuff make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and let my legs hang down. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time. It replies with angry, cold breath. That's how we interact, like old friends. Sometimes, I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy, as if it's trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. That's weird, isn't it? Yes, but at the same time it makes me feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake, to deceive, to trick, confuse me. If that's true, I guess I'm not so crazy myself after all. You believing this is the definition of craziness. You're probably right. Another gust of wind blasts against the pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete dust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. I still haven't come up with a code word. Were you the one? You were the one to remember your promise. You don't need a code word anymore. I don't like when this happens. I want to remember certain things only when I want to. Nonetheless, you made that promise, and I'll keep it. But you need to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word will bring me pain. I bend down to imagine falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I meet my end. I had a friend online, my best friend, even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. Well, the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. This is so strange. This is so strange and wrong, breaking the rules of being online. Why was he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short. I don't quite get what you mean. I could tell you about those rules. You can't find them anywhere, but I'm smart, so I figured them out myself. Although, I'm not sure if I should divulge them. Why? When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. If you make just a single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts, and I end up with the opposite position. And I don't want that. According to that logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. Yeah, that's my dream. Keep my mouth shut, never get up from bed, never see or hear anything. We dream on and on. Oh, why is everything so terrible? Don't get distracted. So what was that about your friend? My friend? Ah, yes. He was brazen enough to... Come on, gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. He kept describing someone else's life to me in detail, as if it was him. And he expected me to do the same. And then I told him everything about myself without hiding a single thing. I gripped my teeth. The wind wipes my face without mercy. It slices my skin into uneven stripes as if it was a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anyone else in the world. You know what he did? Yes. Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. What's most important, it was a win-win situation. They spawned here and there, simple bots, bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm assigns that pattern more often than the others from the list. Text and video generators get to work at the same time. My name surfaces on the web more and more. It's unbearable. Unbearable. On every corner, every balcony, every ceiling, attic, wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. And now they watch me from the screens too. But I'll put an end to it. I've decided a long time ago. No, maybe I decided that only... My body finally crashes to the ground, smashing into a million tiny pieces. Like porcelain. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. I returned to my room. Thankfully, it hasn't changed one bit during the minutes I was outside. Without a second thought, I go towards my laptop and yank the power cable from the outlet. That's it. That's it. That's it. What are you going to do? What's with the silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping tomorrow come after a year or a decade. Yet. Anyone there? I wake up lying on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls and a single door. I can hear muffled sounds coming from the other side of it. Scary sounds. I hug my knees and wrap myself in my sweater like it's a blanket. It's no use. I'm chilled to the bone. The room is pretty spacious, but I still can't shake the feeling that I'm trapped inside and suffocating. Like I'm trapped inside of a suffocating casket. And the faint blue glow that sneaks in through the keyhole only adds to that feeling. Do I want to know what's outside? As if on cue, the inhuman roar comes from the other side of that door. It becomes louder and louder, more and more distinct with every passing second. Somebody or something is getting closer. I curl in a ball, trying to take up as little space as possible. Maybe I can become invisible or become smaller in some miraculous way. In the meantime, the howl becomes unbearably loud, but only for a moment. Then it sheepishly backs off until I can't hear it anymore. I finally decide to stand up. After I do that, I can hear another strange sound. It's coming from right above me now. The ceiling moves upward, squeaking. Small debris is falling on my head. I squint a little and raise my hand, trying to touch the ceiling, but it suddenly starts to rise quicker and instantly disappears into the darkness. I'm not in a casket anymore. Well, it wasn't exactly a casket now. It was a well-informed form of a casket. The room becomes darker and colder. I have to do something about it at some point. Hours pass. I frantically run from one wall to another, delirious. The walls run away from me, making the already spacious room even bigger. In the end, I stand amidst endless darkness, and the only door is watching me with its eye. I keep purposely avoiding it. I could sometimes hear horrifying rustles and howls on the outside. However, now I don't even have a choice anymore. I slowly come up to the door and reach out toward it. As expected, the door also moves away from me. I continue moving forward with my hand stretched out. I don't want to lose the only source of light in this pitch-black darkness. At some point, I get tired of sneaking up on the door like it's some wild animal, so I lunge at it, trying to grab the handle. However, at the last moment, the door whizzes away, and I fall to the cold floor, unable to keep my balance. It hurts. Stupid door. Stupid, nasty, cursed door. I hate you. I hate you. I screamed at the top of my lungs. I finally let out all the despair that I had bottled up. I slowly realized how horrible the situation I ended up in is. No, 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 no. I don't stop screaming for a moment because I'm scared to end up in complete silence. If the reality around me disappears, my twisted imagination will take over. And the realest thing I have right now is my voice. Hey, I can hear you. The voice coming from the other side of the door. I'm here, come closer. I scream thrice as hard as before. I scream until my throat hurts, until my ears start buzzing. My biggest wish right now is to keep in touch with that person, whoever they are. Hey, where are you? I rush towards the door, stumbling on the way. I keep running for a minute, or for 10 minutes, but the door isn't even an inch closer. At the time, the distance between us haven't grown either, which means I match it in speed. I just need to make one final push. I gather the last bit of strength I have and push my legs off the ground. The jump feels like an eternity. I stretch out my hand, almost touching the scratchy wood. I dive face first in the ground with ridiculous speed. I slide at least 30 more feet like that, thanks to inertia, and leave behind a bloody trail. My hand's still outstretched, trying to grab the empty space. Tears stream down my face, making numerous scratches burn. I try to wipe them, but I scream and yank my hand away the moment I touch my face. My lips and nose are now a mushy mess. Somebody, help! The other side of the door is completely silent. The silence reigns for an excruciating long time. However, at some point the silent torture ends. Hey, I can see you. I try to reply with the stifled whimpers come out of my throat instead of words. Are you hurt? Yes, yes! I stand up from my knees despite continuing to cry and take a couple of deep breaths and start running again. I keep running for hours, and I feel like the door is closer to me by an inch or two now. I almost let myself stop and rest at that thought. I can't rest. I'll catch up sooner or later. The voice coming from the other side of the door keeps asking me how I feel. I let out a heavy, ragged breaths in reply. I'll fall from exhaustion if I utter even a single word. Still, I'm thankful to them, and I don't want them to become silent. After another hour passes, I barely scratch the handle with my nails. I'm almost there. I'm so scared. Why aren't you doing anything? Alright, why are they doing this to me? Why are they doing this to me? Don't they understand how painful this is for me? I'm almost there. You're scaring me. Go away. Rage fills my brain. I ignore the pain in my bones and channel all of my strength into one final jump. No! Go away! I firmly grasp the handle and open the door. Blinding light hits my eyes. I lose the ground beneath my feet and start falling. I lie face down in the grass. I smell water, earth, and the dampness of night, and the grass, of course. The wind tickles the back of my head. It howls and jumps around restlessly. Lying down in this unpleasant and rude nature is so like this unpleasant and rude nature when lying down like this is unpleasant and rude when nature is so alive around me, with sounds and I'm pretty sure colors too. I stand up full of anticipation. I see an endless field, a clear sky without a single star, and a pale moon somewhere very, very far away. I shake my head trying to focus my eyes on anything, but to no avail, my surroundings are just too fast. I feel dizzy. Bam! I'm lying in the thick, wet grass again, but this time I'm looking at the darkness of night sky instead of just darkness. Is there any real difference though? The wind howls, it's clearly upset, but what can I do about it? I hear an indiscernible echo coming from far away. A wolf or something else. Does it even matter? I'm in the grass, nobody can see me. Ooh! The echo draws close and closer. At some point I realize that it's not a wolf. I jump and start turning my head in a panic. Where is the sound coming from? I haven't said that out loud, but I got an instant reply. Oh! Hey, I can hear you. My voice runs across the field, mixing with the rustle of the grass and howls of the wind. It feels like it's about to get absorbed by them, but... Oh! Hey, where are you? Oh! I can't understand where I should run to, if I should run at all. Somebody clearly wants me to find and help them. Maybe they're hurt. The grass tickles my heels while I drag my feet in the direction where I think the sound is coming from. It's just, there's not a single tree or stone around, only an endlessly wild field. I hear the resounding, painful scream. I shut my eyes and cover my ears. I suddenly feel scared. The scream turned into a cry, and I carefully raise my head, still scared to death. Somewhere, very, very, very far away amongst the thick grass, I spot a silhouette, just a small black spot, but hey, I can see you. The silhouette doesn't move, and the sound is definitely coming from its direction. No, it's not a scream, more like a whisper or a wheeze. Oh, are you hurt? No reaction again, just muffled sounds. Maybe it's wind. It's the wind going mad, and the black spot is just a stone or a tree. I walk away, disappointed. 100 steps, 200 steps. Then I turn around, surprising the spot hasn't become smaller. I start jogging. The grass is no longer tickling me. It's whipping my ankles, leaving cuts. Feeling panic and unbearable dread grow inside me. A stone, a tree. Why the hell is this field endless? I don't turn around anymore. I know it's chasing me. The sound reaching my ears becoming even stranger, louder, and more distinct. The wind is bullying me too, huh? Isn't that right? That's the case, right? Finally, I stop. I ran out of breath. I'm at the brink of dying, or at least I think so. Ooh. The horrifying voice is coming right from behind me. I turn around instinctively and for some reason try to shield my face, but end up losing balance and falling to the ground. The grass replies with nasty, crackling rustle. Ooh. I've heard enough. Had enough. Jesus. I spring up. The silhouette is still there, at the same distance as before. It's standing there without moving an inch. I'm scared here, you know. Why won't you do anything? The silhouette trembles and starts slowly gliding towards me, followed by new sounds, wheezes, moans. Fear shackles me? I only stand and watch the approaching black spot. My lips are parched. I speak in a voice I don't recognize. You're scaring me. Go away. After that, the spot expands rapidly. In the blink of an eye, most of the sky in the field is consumed by this sticky, cold darkness. Paralysis finally lets my body go and I immediately sprint away. Ooh! I run so fast that the grass turns into dark green mush under my feet. I slip and fall, run again. Ooh! No, 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 no. Ooh! No, 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 go away! A force turns my head with a crunching sound. The darkness consumes everything. I wake up on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls. Wow. One more. I wake up and immediately lose consciousness from horror. A thin metal stairway snakes around a giant column, disappearing into the darkness. I press myself into the cold wall and pray I freeze into it. This feeling. I know I spent a couple of hours or days here, but I don't know how high the column is. I don't know whether I'm going up or down. A billion pounds of concrete and a million miles of emptiness. It's impossible to stay sane when you're near cosmic numbers like that. Looking at them, touching them, even thinking of them makes me feel an unimaginable horror. It was just a matter of time before my short term here would end. My mind will melt and my body will turn into dust. The wall's coarse surface scratches my face. The steps under my feet hum from the wind, eager to escape the concrete's clutches and dive into the abyss along with me. But I'll stay here. I'll stay here without going anywhere. I won't even open my mouth, my every word will be swallowed up by the abyss. I won't take a single step. Why would I? To find out where the stairway abruptly ends is all meaningless. Many units of time pass, I'm still unmoving. My whole body is trembling, but then I realize it's the whole space around me that is trembling. It can't wait to destroy me. Maybe I should gather my will and at least turn my head. But that thought doesn't stay in my head for long. It's torn out with inhuman force. Unaware of what's about to happen, I slowly turn my whole body with a squeak. No, this is not what I wanted. Don't. Amongst the silence sings a lonely colossus, unmoving until the music stops. The bridge across the dark abyss cannot be seen. A press of thick, sticky air drives itself into my ears, silencing my thoughts with a haphazard string of words, while I watch the scene before me unfold. Hundreds of giants of concrete structures, just like mine, spread in tiny rows endlessly in all directions. Stairways wrap around them like vines. There, at the end of this world, there's a person smiling. This world still exists, but all that makes it both exist and not. I try to erect a mind book, but to no avail. My brain is already at the mercy of this super creature. A moment passes, I realize that my body doesn't belong to me either anymore. My legs start to move up on their own. The only thing I can do is choose the direction, up, down, or... The crowd notices blood on the Wozek's hands? He runs away. Mendel appears. He has nothing human about him, apart from his excessive grace and hidden elegance. He walks into the center of the stage. First act begins. Foreign thoughts become even more incoherent, less and less space for my own. Do you feel the connection? Do you feel the connection to your body clearly, or does it still cause confusion and fear? If you've been living through that fear a lot recently, how did it manifest exactly? Answer honestly, don't hide anything. I decided to descend. You can have a sneaking suspicion that something is wrong because your past has changed. Maybe you started taking it in the wrong way or made some sort of mistake. If so, start getting used to your new life. Try creating imagery that would instill the feeling of everything as it should be, and with time it will create a new order inside you. I don't doubt that you're going through some hard times, but you have to make sacrifices. Grow up. Only then will you be able to attain the meaning of life. Do you get it? Try that if you find it important. Every passing day is a precious gift. You share a piece of that gift with the world even once. It'll seem like a speck of dust. Do you get it? No. I'm sorry, I won't get that then. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Yes. Even you get it. When you notice how people look at themselves in the mirror, when you look at your own reflection and realize it exists in reality, do you understand how exactly it exists? I don't know really what the message of that game was, but I don't think I really was supposed to understand. I think it's kind of the idea of like you really can't understand what somebody's going through. You know, when it comes to depression, all the trauma somebody might have in their life. But I guess, you know, can't speak for anyone, but it gets better. You can make it better. Worth a try. That's heavy. Well, thanks for attending this experience with me. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell, ding dong ding dong. and I'll have another mind fuck next time probably. Also, my throat hurts. I haven't talked this much in my entire life. Ah! Jeez. Alright, guys. See you next time.